Mountains. The game of Mountain is a simulation designed by David O'Reilly, published by Double Fine Productions. The simulation presents a mountain with a bunch of objects on the mountains. Player can play the piano music by tapping the keyboards or viewing the mountains by using the mouse. The game produces a few sentences on the screen. It is trying to highlight something about the mountains or about the story behind the games. In my project, I plan to display a few sentences to describe the story behind my models. In addition, as I want to design a toy gallery by using Unity, I want the audience to focus on the object and hope then to see what is the story behind the object. Course Companion. Brains Donnelly is an American artist and designer. He also is a limited edition toys and clothing designer. One of the well-known designs is a toy which has a Mickey Mouse garment with two big X's on the face. I'm engaged in the texture of the toys as there are plenty of texture displayed in his design. The artist is trying to use texture to play with the model and see the possibility of combinations. I plan to design a model with various texture and display in Unity, as it will help me to research the shaders of the Unity and the texture in Substance Painters. Also, I will understand the relationship between the texture and shader and the differences between them. During these 2 weeks, I have done a number of sketches. Even though I mainly focus on the research about Unity shaders and texture of the model. However, I want to design a model for myself as I can do a bit of research on 3D modeling of Maya. Also, the process of designing a model is similar as what I did in my childhood, which shows a strong correlation to my theme. Furthermore, I may change my mind in the future plan. At least I have a concept of a main object and keep developing. Thus, these 2 weeks I focus on my sketches for my topic. I have taken a bunch of references of the model in Ventral Hobbies. Also, it includes a few of images from Pinterest, because I want to design a 3D model and import into Unity. I take the image and sketch them to see which type of model is my favorite and relate to my theme. On the sketch page, I am not only focused on one type of model, also there are airfighters, tanks, robot characters. However, I still have no idea what I want to create. Then, I changed my mind to target my feeling of failure when I was a kid, as I had a terrible handcrafting skills when I was young. I want to sketch a cartoony kid of my portrait. I have found some images of my young portrait because I cannot remember how I look, even though there are a few references which I can completely follow them to design my portrait. I believe that our memory is blurred to remind the details of the past. There are no eye contact in my sketches. There are other sketches in this page. I designed 2 messy robots by combining various images. I don't like to see my work to become a junk, because it brings a sense of uncomfort and chaos. It doesn't look like the image on the boxes, because the model is supposed to look cool, rather than looking confused. That was what I thought when I was a kid. Furthermore, the sketches which display the kid is surrounded by the part of model highlight the sense of depression, as it shows that the kid is surrounded by failure. In this page, I realized that making model is simple, as I can follow the instruction from the manual. However, what pushed me stress is coloring the model, as it's hard to control the color thickness. Because of that, I keep using tissue to clean it up, but it looks worse than before. I sketched the process of how I made the model, from successfully structuring the model to fail on coloring the model. I think I have slightly a clear structure of what I'm going to do next. I will focus on the melting model to design a 3D model in Maya. What I will do is I will design each type of model which shows on the sketch, because I might display the process of how I make the models. Also, I want to display that the colors are collapsing, which looks like one of the sketches. After completing the model, I will start my main research in Unity, which is texturing and shadering. Maybe I will use Substance Painter to design various textures and import into Unity.